Dr. Evelyn Harper was more than a gifted neurologist. She was a rising star in the field of Alzheimer's research. Working at a private institute in Savannah, she was leading a breakthrough clinical trial on a promising new treatment. Her passion for patients and her determination to find a cure earned her national recognition. On June 3, 2017, Evelyn didn't show up for her 8 a.m. rounds. Her assistant, unable to reach her by phone, drove to her home in a quiet suburban neighborhood. The front door was unlocked. Inside, Evelyn was found slumped at her kitchen table, her morning tea spilled across her papers. She had been poisoned. The autopsy revealed traces of ricin, a highly toxic protein derived from castor beans. The poison had been mixed into her tea. Death would have taken hours, and symptoms would have mimicked a stomach bug at first. No signs of forced entry, no struggle, no robbery. Just Evelyn's lifeless body in a kitchen that looked undisturbed. Police immediately suspected someone close to her. Ricin is not easily obtained or manufactured without specific knowledge and intent. Investigators turned to the research facility where Evelyn worked. There, they discovered long-standing tension between Evelyn and another neurologist, Dr. Margaret Kent. Margaret had been passed over for several grants and promotions, most recently the lead role on the Alzheimer's trial Evelyn was heading. Co-workers described their relationship as coldly civil, but noted Margaret's increasing frustration. She often downplayed Evelyn's successes and openly questioned her findings. Evelyn, on the other hand, had filed a formal complaint just a month prior, claiming Margaret had attempted to access restricted portions of her research. When detectives searched Evelyn's office, they found a folder of notes, some pages missing. Evelyn had apparently documented her suspicions about someone sabotaging her study. In her last entry, she wrote, "Can't trust M anymore. Changing locks tomorrow." Surveillance footage from the research lab showed Margaret entering Evelyn's lab late one night a week before the murder. She used a master key, supposedly for security inspection. Then came the biggest clue. A search warrant for Margaret's home uncovered a suspicious stash in her garage, books on toxic plants, castor bean residue, and laboratory beakers. Margaret denied everything. She claimed the books were for a class she taught. The residue was from gardening, and she had no idea how the beakers got into her garage. But her computer told a different story. Deleted search history showed recent visits to forums discussing ricin production and methods of delivery. One search stood out. How long does ricin take to kill in hot tea? She had also ordered castor seeds online under a false name. The trial captivated the public. A scientist accused of murdering another scientist over prestige and professional jealousy was something out of fiction. The prosecution presented evidence of Margaret's resentment, her access to toxic substances, and her internet history. They argued that Evelyn stood in the way of the recognition Margaret craved. Evelyn's rising profile meant fewer opportunities for Margaret, who was watching her own career plateau. The defense tried to discredit the evidence, painting Evelyn as paranoid and suggesting that someone else could have framed Margaret. But the jury wasn't convinced.